Welcome back, my Duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. It is Friday? I forgot which day of the week it is. It is whatever day you guys see this on. This is being taped ahead of time. And welcome back for another Speed Duel tryout, right? So today's tryout is going to focus around a card I sort of showed off last video because he exists in both formats. And you guys may remember Ryu Senshi. Ryu Senshi is part of an old group of cards we used to use during the Metamorphosis Scapegoat format era. And I feel like a lot of those monsters could come back now. And in Speed Duel. And we have a Battle City box just around the corner that's going to be coming out and giving us more options. So Ryu Senshi, obviously, if we show him right here, I can come over here to this other stack that I never clean up, where all my tech fusions are. And you can see, my boy is already in Speed Duel. So, this is really cool. Plus, this is, really old. This is, a Legacy of Darkness. It's so old it doesn't have the EN. It still refers to them as being magic cards instead of spell cards. But basically, it's our same boy. So, that's kind of cool, right? So, that's one. He's already in. But he should lead the way for a couple of other ones that we absolutely could and should have. Now, I'm not too sure how many of these monsters are currently in Speed Duel as far as the makeup components. I want to say maybe just Dark Blade. So we could have Dark Blade the Dragon Knight. This does feel like it could be a very Kaiba card. It's Dark Blade plus Pitch Black Dragon. And again, I feel like Dark Blade is in the game. I could be absolutely wrong because it was like last week, I totally thought Burst, Stream of Destruction, Dark Magic Attack weren't in the game. But this would be fun. This could be fun for Waking the Dragon decks, and it could be fun just to play a deck based on him. 6 stars, he's eligible to use the fusion weapon. There's plenty of decks that would allow us to fuse with it. Even if we didn't have the Pitch Black Dragon and we do have Dark Blade, we do have Versago, we do have Goddess of the Third Eye, we do have the Fusion Party. That could be a catalyst for us, or we could go as far as using the Joey skill Palaminization. And if you ended up with 2 Dark Blades, well, you could still fuse them together because one of them could count as the Pitch Dark Dragon. What made this card so cool was every time this inflicted battle damage to the opponent, we were able to select up to 3 cards from the opponent's graveyard and banish them. So it was a big thing about discard control. And again, it's something that we could see really needing to happen, especially if we get some more Skull Servant cards in the game right now. I know that they're slowly building up their army for that, and he could be one of those cards that helps us. Another one that didn't really come out till Reaper format, but we loved it nonetheless, was the Reaper on a Nightmare. So unless we get the Nightmare Horse and the Spirit Reaper, this is still a good option because it means that we would get those cards. But we would also get the Spirit Reaper. We'd also be able to use this for Waking the Dragon. Again, doesn't seem all that effective here. However, this card cannot be destroyed as a result of battle, so you can special summon it in face-up defense and have a little wall. Destroy this when it is targeted by the effect of a spell, trap, or effect monster, which happens quite readily. So Book of Moon won't do it because when Book of Moon targets it, it'll have to finish resolving before the effect would kick in, so the monster would already be face down. However, Shrink is a good parry to this. Diffusion would obviously just break it anyway. Ton of other cards that can affect it. This card can attack directly, even if there's a monster on the opponent's side of the field, and if it does, then the opponent discards a card randomly from their hand. So again, as long as we're poking for options, this is a good way to help control hands. Could be something that you'd play with Dark Scorpions so long as you're not using their skill card. Because I did do that once. It was a big oopsie daisy there too. Another really cool one I would look forward to, especially because of Bakura decks, and I don't know what's going on with the focus today, is Dark Balter the Terrible. So again, this was a couple of old school cards, the Possessed Dark Soul and the Frontier Wiseman. Now this says this can only be fusion summoned by the above fusion material monsters, but it does not say it can only be fusion summoned. So if you're going to use Polymerization or one of their skill cards to do this, you may not use any fusion substitution effects or monsters. When a spell is activated, negate the effect by paying 1,000. Also negate the effect of an effect monster that is destroyed by this card in battle. So again, he's very oppressive. The only problem is it's only normal spells. So it can work. It could definitely help. But he's really just more or less like an option for memory lane. And then our last option for today, let's get the focus going, will be our Fiend Skull Dragon. And again, I have a very old copy here, Legacy of Darkness. This is Cave Dragon plus the Lesser Fiend. Actually, both kind of cool cards. And if I'm not too mistaken, I want to almost say that the Lesser Fiend was in the Bakura or Merrick structure deck. Again, can only be fusion summoned using the above monsters. However, what we're going to do is special summon it instead. So again, skates by, same rules as Rhea Senshi, same rules as Dark Bolter. As long as this card remains on the field, negate all flip effect monster effects. In addition, negate the effects of a trap that specifically designates this card as a target and destroy it. So again, a lot of really cool self-protection stuff going on. And none of these will truly over-centralize the game. I mean, these 5 used to be just absolute powerhouse back in the day. And even though we have Rhea Senshi currently in game, there's absolutely no worries about Rhea Senshi right now because you can literally just play around it. You can play bigger monsters. You can do whatever you want. But I would like to see some more of these added into the game because these would make great alternatives for people using Waking the Dragon. So that's it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you have, consider supporting us with a like, comment, and maybe a subscription. And one more thing, I want you, to go out and I want you to enjoy the rest of your day and have a wonderful time, all right? Hope to see you guys again next time. Later.